Throughout history, scientists have been experimenting with animals in their search for knowledge. Although most of these experiments appeared rational, a few of them bordered on the downright crazy. While the internet is full of photoshopped pictures of weird creatures, this list is full of completely real and bizarre creatures. What does the future hold with the advancements in cloning and genetic engineering? Only time will tell. But for now, have a look at this list of 15 of the most bizarre animals created by humans. Let's get started. 15. Monkeys with neural cells. The scientists who wanted to incorporate neurocells into mice said that they didn't use monkeys due to ethical concerns. Certainly, they wanted the animal to be more like a human, but they didn't want to cross the line. However, Yale University was apparently up to it. In 2007, they incorporated neural cells in the monkeys to check their effects on Parkinson's disease. Surprisingly, the results turned out to be positive. The cells changed the brain functions. The monkeys could easily walk, move, and eat. There was a significant decrease in the numbers of tremors. Even there was no toxic side effects. The number of cells injected were small enough. But this brings us to the question, how much more cells would have to be infused in a monkey for it to become something more? 14. Goats and cows that lactate human milk. A team of Russia and Belarusian scientists created genetically modified goats that could produce human breast milk. Although they weren't able to produce 100% breast milk, almost 60% of it was filled with human cells. It had lactoferrin and lysozyme that characterized the human milk. Shortly after, Chinese scientists also created a herd of 300 cattle that could produce breast milk. The goal was to make the human breast milk available on grocery store shelves, but it was canceled due to poor reception. 13. Camel. In 1998, a camel named Rama was successfully created by artificial insemination. The intention was to build a creature with the strength and size of a camel, but a cooperative nature like a llama. Things didn't turn out as planned, and apparently Rama showed an incredibly poor temperament. 12. Zorse. A zorse is a zebroid, a common term used for all zebra hybrids. Forms of zebroids include the zony, that is a cross between the pony mare and zebra stallion, as well as the zedonk, also known as a zonkey or zebronky, a cross between the zebra stallion and the donkey jenny. Zebroids can be very playful and are said to be much more temperamental and hard to manage than purebred horses. 11. Human chimpanzee hybrid. If two Chinese scientists are to be believed, they created the first human-animal hybrid decades ago. In 1967, they were almost done with creating a human-chimpanzee hybrid, but their experiment had to be shut down due to a cultural revolution. There were many ethical concerns. Moreover, the scientists wanted to produce the creature to use it as a slave to herd sheep and drive carts. The lab was destroyed by revolutionaries, and the creature died before it could come to term. 10. Pig and sheep with human organs. One of the biggest reasons for creating the human-animal hybrid is to form a farm of animals which human hearts and lungs can be harvested. Today, the United States is leading in this major field of science. Hiramitsu Nakauchi is a scientist from Japan. He wanted to work on human-animal hybrids, but he had to leave his country as it is illegal there. But his work in the United States has been encouraged. The U.S. Army even gave him a grant of $1.4 million. In 2017, his team created more than 180 embryos of human-pig hybrids. Right now, they're working on the development of a human-sheep hybrid. Every creature is allowed to be developed for 28 days. Then it is destroyed. Their most human creature was still majorly an animal. It only had 0.01% human DNA. Although this is small enough, it's still a huge progress, and they're moving closer to their goal day by day. 9. Mouse with an ear on its back. One of the best-known human-animal hybrids wasn't technically a human-animal hybrid, but if the experiment would have gone to an end, it might have been. A team of Harvard and MIT scientists bioengineered a mouse in 1997. It had a human ear on its back. The scientists had put a scaffolding in shape of a human ear inside the animal. It was made up of biodegradable material, and it was slowly absorbed into the body, making an actual ear of cartilage and flesh. Theoretically, this could have been removed and then grafted onto a human being. The plan was to help the plastic surgeons because they had a hard time reconstructing the human ear. But the project had to be put down before testing on humans as they ran out of funding. 8. Two-headed dogs. While sounding like something out of the X-Files plot, there are plenty of well-documented accounts of scientists who effectively grafted one dog's head to another dog. An American scientist, Charles Guthrie, was able to accomplish this feat in the early 1900s. His creation survived for 26 minutes. Russian scientists A.G. Konevsky and Vladimir Demikov had also successfully performed Guthrie's experiments at different points. As Konevsky's procedure was accidental, he was actually trying to perform a heart transplant, it was Demikov who received global attention for his two-headed dogs. He enhanced the grafting process and was able to complete 20 operations. Out of the 20 subjects, one survived for up to a month. 7. Mice with half-human brains. It is one thing to create a pig with human lungs, but this one experiment almost blurred the lines between human and animals like nothing else. In 2014, millions of human brain cells were incorporated into mice by a team of researchers. Almost every single cell in the mouse brain was replaced by human cells, keeping only the original mouse neurons unchanged. When inside, the human cells completely took over the brains of the mice. In a year, their glial cells were entirely replaced by human brain cells. Every mouse had around 12 million human cells at work inside their weird hybrid brains. Then scientists ran some horrible experiments on the mice. In their key experiment, the researchers played a noise until they targeted the mice with an electric shock. The next time, the scientists tested how the mice responded when they heard the alarming sound. It was pretty twisted, but the researchers found that the memories of all these modified mice were 4 times stronger than those of normal mice. 6. Spider goat. Spider goat has spider genes and silk in their milk. This was done by Adam Rutherford at a farm at the University of Utah. Although there are no disadvantages, there may be possible effects. Even though the milk of spider goat is drinkable like any other goat's milk, it may be a matter of concern if the milk could do any harm to the human body. 5. Featherless chicken. This animal was created by crossing a naturally bare-necked chicken with a regular chicken. This was created by Avigdor Kahaner of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. He wanted to form a new chicken which would be low in calories, fast-growing, and likely to survive in warmer conditions. Although his motivation was good, his experiment was met with a lot of criticism. It was said that it would be harmful to consume. People also criticized it for its disgusting look. 4. Zoe. A zoe is a hybrid of a yak and domestic cattle. The word zoe technically refers to a male hybrid, while a female is known as a zomo or zom. They are thought to be more useful than yak and cattle. In Tibet and Mongolia, they are thought to be more productive than cattle and yak in terms of milk and meat production. 3. Seethrough frog. The seethrough frog might be one of the strangest creatures on the planet, mainly because it doesn't have any valid reason to live. It was created by crossing a black-eyed and green-eyed frog with recessive genes, but they really didn't have any specific motive for the species. It was just a casual experiment. These were created with transparent skin, and when they grew into adults, you could see their internal organs through their skin, even the beating of their heart and their chest. 2. Rabbit man. This was the first case of the development of a human-animal hybrid. The experiment was done in a laboratory dish in 2003 in Shanghai. The scientists injected rabbit eggs with human cells in hopes to create a new creature that was half human and half rabbit. The experiment was unique in its own, and the vast majority of the DNA incorporated into the eggs of the creature was taken from human cells. Only a small portion constituted of rabbits, meaning that the scientists wanted the creature to look more like a human. The actual results were never shown to the world. The creature was allowed to develop for a few days, but then it was destroyed. 1. Mice with human livers. In 2010, Salk Institute researchers developed a mouse with nearly complete human liver. The animal was then injected with every potential disease. After the development of mutant mice, the researchers purposely infected them with hepatitis B and C. The investigators then attempted to cure the diseases injected into the bodies of the animals. This could lead to a major breakthrough, but it was held back due to ethical concerns. It's up to debate right now as if this methodology is humane. You've just watched 15 bizarre animals created by humans. Which one of these animals surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments. We hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.